Okay. So, um, well, who's the last time person?
Me. I was the last one that did the last time, so it's someone else's turn.
Okay.
I think if it was Kelson last time, that makes it me this time.
Okay.
Do you remember what we did?
I remember a lot of what we did, so...
You went back and listened to it, didn't you?
I always go back and listen to it, but I mean, I just remember because it's still, like, this is one of the games I've been looking forward to the most.
I know, because there's so much drama going on.
Yeah. That and the last session was absolutely crazy. I haven't actually uploaded the last session, so...
If I miss anything, Dalrid, feel free to jump in. But as I remember, what happened last time is we finished our boat ride, made it back to town. We had our conversation with the Kage, and did our month-long training session.
Which included a level.
Which did include a level. So after we were done with that, we were talking to Komogu, who was saying that he was having trouble finding a birthday present for Sora Sensei, and so we went to ask her, less covertly than we were intending.
I wasn't intending to be covert. I was just going to ask her.
Well, Shiori was. Sume wasn't. Ryan was pretending that doctors don't know what they're doing when they tell you to stay in bed after surgery.
Oh, right. He went face first in the
he passed out shop. Face first in the gift shop. So
no, that was during the month.
It was mentioned in it was mentioned in the last session, so it counts.
So, which yes, Ryan got his Sharingan eye finally.
One of them.
Well, I said I as in singular. Then we asked Sora what she would like for her birthday, and she said she wanted to see one of her friends who lived in a town south of us, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Not a ninja, but just a little, a little town person lady. So we set out to go find her. We found her about halfway to the village from where she was supposed to be, and she was suspicious. Shiori detected that she was hiding a ton of chakra, and as we kind of called her out for it, she revealed that she was actually Mitsu, one of the main enemies of the Asageru, and fight happened. During this fight, Sume was mind-controlled, and we almost beat her, but Sume was stolen away from us.
Because the giant fuck you bail button was pressed.
Yeah, it was. Mitsu had her, use her speed thing to bail them both out, and she is currently AWOL, and that is where we had left off. I don't know if you wanted to just, have any time in between then and now? Or we're picking up directly from they're gone. So that is up to you.
Right. So, yeah, lots of crap went down. Very much so.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, are you going to do the time skip, or are you going to sit there and actually return the kitty cat?
I kind of wanted to see what Shiori in particular's overall response was to having Sume bolt. So I will say more so directly after that and the combat is over. It is pretty much where I'm wanting to start this up. It's fine.
All I can think of for Ryan's whole interaction for this is just kind of turn to see which way she would and literally go, that bitch.
I would imagine Shiori says the same thing at the same time, and can I tell which way they went?
They went out of the village and mostly
I mean, we live in a desert. That kind of speed pulls up sand. So
Yeah.
I was about to make the start. They went out of yes, because they were going to plan to stay.
Yeah, they left the village and went mostly east.
Shiori's going to kick up her speed of lightning and chase them, and when that runs out, she's going to teleport as far as she possibly can. And then when she hits her limit with that, she's just going to throw a dragon at them. Like, she's going to do every, like, long distance thing she can to try and hit, at least, like, knock one of them down. Which obviously isn't going to work, so.
Well, you see, the reason this doesn't work is because before you lightning teleport, you speed of lightning, you get there, and you see them, like, in the distance as Sume is still carrying Mitsu and just dashing.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you blast out the dragon, Shira actually comes out of nowhere with her speed and stops you.
Shiori's going to hit her as hard as she can.
Physically or with lightning?
Oh, no. She's going to punch. Like, if anyone gets in her way, they're going to hit the ground.
Okay.
She's not going to hit her with a 68 lightning dragon, but she's going to hit them hard.
Don't tell Sume.
You want to roll an attack for that?
Oh, hell yeah, I'll roll an attack for that.
Oh,
actually, I kind of want to retcon that a little bit, just to make it go a little bit further, because Ryhn would probably kind of grab and do lightning displacement and lightning speed.
Didn't you take fire and not lightning?
Oh, I have lightning speed as well.
Lightning speed, yes, but didn't you take fire displacement instead?
Well, it's flame displacement, but it's pretty much the same things you do, but taking you with and giving you the extra distance before you take off and take yours off further. Because he could also just literally chuck your ass.
Maybe, but let's just go with what we've done. So, a 16
you win
I
an
doubt
extra,
is going to hit.
You win an extra little bit of distance to it, but it doesn't matter. She was super fast, just like Sume. So
yeah, she was probably faster than Sume. So
no, I just imagine
she
this
is.
like she suddenly stops in the way, and Ryhn already has Shiori and just like torpedo tosses her over.
I don't even need that. I can just straight up jump over her.
So you're attacking Shira?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not the only one that can do that.
You want to attack Shira too? Sure. Throw a punch at Shira.
No. He meant jump over her, but.
No. True. Yeah, that doesn't hit Shira. She just sort of blocks her hand with hers, and it's that sort of stalemate hit thing, and she's... Calm down.
Move.
You're not going to catch them.
You can. Why aren't you?
Because if I do, I'm just going to make it worse. You don't know how Mitsu's techniques work.
I don't.
And honestly, look, there's no way we're going to get close enough to do anything.
Sure is shaking at this point.
You still looking down to where Mitsu and Shira were?
Yeah.
Or Mitsu and Sume, rather?
Yeah.
They're gone. They
She
just...
she just kind of like slumps to the ground.
Get her back. Trust me, we will. I'm not going after her at a dead run when... Alright. Fine.
She kind of like pushes herself up slowly, and she's really weak from burning like every last bit of chakra she had to try and catch up. And she just kind of like starts to slowly walk back toward the village.
Where did Ryan end up when he tried to torpedo throw her? Is he...
Well, that's if we're going with that, but Ghost wants to go with the original.
Well, you could still follow to try to see if you could help catch up, so...
Probably close by. Yeah, Ryan would probably do the jumping first, because, I mean, might as well be a whole lot faster in certain senses.
Okay. Well, so Shira stops Shiori and starts to slowly walk back towards the village next to her. And then we see we sort of camera turn and see Ryan bounding over the top of them. Just meow.
Why?
Because he jumped. He jumped over them.
So?
Roll for your. Do you have to roll perform for your crazy jump?
Me?
Walking?
No,
Okay.
I gotta go look at the exact thing for that.
I've got it right here. Oh, and I just navigated away from it because I'm dumb. Hold on.
621.
I've got a document. Airwalking technique, perform 10 ranks DC 24.
Nope, because I have mastery up to a +6 to it.
Okay.
Yep.
So I can just kick that fucker without even trying.
So airwalking gives you how much of a bonus
Plus
to jump?
60
Plus
bonus.
60.
60?
Removes the maximum. Yes, plus 60 and removes the maximum height cap on a jump for the duration of the technique, which is 1 round.
Alright. So you do not actually. Ryan does not actually have ranks in jump currently.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones you can do untrained, and I believe
Right, of
it's
course.
what? Strength?
It is strength, so you're looking at a plus 64.
Alright.
That one.
Nope, 73. Boom! It's me, Mario! Whee!
Alright. So.
Do I have Bunny following me or something?
Bunny's not there. She ran off.
Yeah, she ran
She
away
was
when
actually-
Mitsu attacked, so she didn't want to. Oh no, she was in the fight.
Yeah, she was in the fight.
fight.
She did shadow
She
clones.
was in-
Well,
in
I was
actual
doing
shadow.
She was there, but then she took off because
Yeah, she took off before the combat ended, and no, she's not out there with you currently. Actually,
Though it would be really hard not to miss a giant Ryan flying through the air.
actually, as Ryan is jumping over them, someone else is jumping to them. Arasagi. And she lands near Shira and Shiori, but for right now we'll focus on Ryan. Ryan, you make it to what is essentially the edge of the
Desert?
the edge of the desert wasteland area, and you have your Sharingan still active?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you make it over there, and then you see the residual effects of a jutsu that had been very recently done in this immediate area. And you can even see the telltale marks, circular marks of what is essentially a summoning circle. Just like the summoning jutsu that we saw way back when Sume reverse summoned herself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ryan didn't see the reverse summoning, but saw the attempt.
Yeah. And it looks, what you're seeing in the chakra residue here looks very similar. So.
Similar in style, or because as far as I know, those circles could be different depending on where you're summoning from.
Right.
Or in this case, two. Is it Mitsu casting or is it Sume?
The chakra residue that shows that the summoning circle had been used is Mitsu's.
Okay.
So
Ryan's going to essentially pull out his book and draw an exact copy of the circle.
okay.
And then reverse summon himself to Bunnyland.
Wait, how do you know? How would you know where it is to?
Because Mitsu... Marasagi has a huge issue with Mitsu, and I'm assuming that's why. If she can summon, it was probably because Marasagi was the one that she summoned. And leading to that, she also said that whoever summoned her destroyed her realm. So, drawing from the conclusions, Mitsu destroyed the bunny realm, which I'm assuming that's the only place that's where she has her blood contract with.
It would make sense because the fact that she destroyed the realm, that means there's an empty gap, which a new realm could be placed there and be turned into essentially a base of operations.
Oh.
Or she's just using what's left of
Way too smart.
Y'all are so clever, but you're only half right.
Well, fair enough.
Hey, we are at least in the ballpark. You gotta give us that.
Yeah, you're very, very smart. I like that. So
none of that means that Shiori knows where the fuck they went, but she is not happy.
But at least she has more information now.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
So Ryan finds that, and no Mitsu or Sume. They're just gone. What does he do?
Ryan's kind of... It's one of those kind of silent... If this was an anime, it would be one of those silent moments. He's kind of just staring at it for a few moments. Kind of turns and just bounds back. Ryan will just leap all the way back to his house and start pouring through books.
Fair. Alright.
For information, essentially, what he can gather.
Now he could have landed with them to go to grab and then realized she didn't want that and then just bounded the rest of the way there. So
just kind of like, land behind, nope, go.
What's Komogo doing all this? Since they ran off.
Komogo is when, in the eventual moment that keep getting names. In the eventual moment that Shiori, Marasagi, and Shira, much further behind, make their way back up to the village, he's just standing at the edge of the gate, because there's no way he could have done anything to catch up. He's not near that fast.
Yeah.
And
you could always say one of Ryan's leaves just lands right in front of him.
Regardless, he's just sort of looking at Shiori as she makes her way back. And Marasagi is doing her best to comfort Shiori somehow.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Hat on the head.
Actually, Shiori, Marasagi will bend down lower, just to put her ears near where Shiori is, and then reaches her paws up and goes.
Aww.
She's gonna give a small smile, and then she's just gonna hug Marasagi and just break down.
And then suddenly, boop.
It'll be okay, Shiori. This is Marasagi. It'll be okay. We'll get her back. I don't think Mitsu would take control of her just to, take her home and kill her or something, so we can assume maybe that. And then she's cut off as Shira says she's not going to kill Sume. She's going to use her as a tool, like she did me. But, and though I know...
Shiori just glares at her when she, addresses her directly.
Hey! Be nice to Sume's mom. Why?
Because she got in the way.
Yeah. Shiori's not rational right now. She's just angry and upset and sad and yeah.
The bunny chick is named Marasagi, right? Marasagi.
Marasagi, yes.
Yeah. Okay, after Ryan kind of does his, quick searching, I figured there's probably maybe one or two books he has of the subject, so he's kind of grabbing them, as well as a few other things that I've already talked to you about, Dalred.
Did you?
That image.
Are you sending dick pics to the DM to curry?
No!
Image.
The one I drew that I sent to you.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. And then Ryan's just going to come back and essentially flat out say, Murasaki, I need a word with you.
Murasaki, tilts her head and okay. If it's anything to do with... You saw a summoning circle, didn't you?
Yeah. To where you were from.
It's not my own anymore.
You're the only one that knows enough information.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Okay. But I think Shiori here needs some time to rest and calm down, maybe.
You can rest. I can find out. And I'm assuming Shima is kind of there right now. Or did Shima go with?
Shima was probably next to Komogo.
Yeah,
she's like she's a bit upset and stuff, and still doesn't know what's going on.
Ryan's gonna go look at Shima, kind of do the whole kind of. I look to Shiori, trying to kind of give the emphasis of, cuddle or whatever.
Shiori's just gonna slowly catch her breath and just go, if you need information, then you can come with us. I don't want to be alone right now. I need...
The feels.
Yeah, the feels.
Aww. Right. Murasaki looks to where Shira was standing, and Shira is not there.
Of course not.
God, what a bitch.
Hey.
She bailed.
She's probably doing something.
Hmm?
She's going to see what
Shira wandered off.
She's going to see what she can find out. She's not going to let you go out there and try to save Shimei unprepared or do anything, so...
That's exactly what Ryan's doing, preparing!
Exactly. Just in her own way.
Shira kind of sighs and tries to hold back saying something.
If you want to know information about my old home, I don't know if the... And then she turns back to Shiori again and she says, You know of how summoning portals can be... There's you summon yourself, or you summon someone from, and then there's the portal that's here that would lead to that world. Remember, you recall how I think it was one of your tiger friends came from that world without being summoned and was happy to see Shiro before.
You're saying there's a stable portal somewhere in the entire goddamn world that leads to wherever they are. That we don't have to figure out how to summon ourselves into, we just walk through.
that yes, I know of the portal that leads to my world, where it was, but I don't know if that is still connected to her realm. She may have severed it when she... Rusadana. It's near Rusadana.
Dalrid, remind me which one Rusadana is.
Rusadana was when we first started recording. It was the town you went to, and it's the town where Satomi's from, originally.
Okay.
Yes, it would probably be best to go back, but it might prove useful to go and speak to Tatakage again to make sure he knows what's going on.
Ryan goes, I'll take care of that. Just kind of grabs the bag he has pretty much with him and goes straight to the Tatakage.
Okay. What is Shiori going to do?
She's going to go. She's going to take Shima and Marasaki and just go back to her room and just like flop on top of them, just like I need snugs.
Aww.
I'm not crying.
But
I'm crying.
But I would probably
very good at that, Ghost. I like it.
I'm not as good at it. I'm actually crying.
Aww.
Why?
right
Because
the feels.
Method acting.
because it's the only way I know how to do anything.
Aw, don't.
No,
You're okay.
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You're making me feel really bad.
No.
Stop.
You bad person. You should feel bad.
I only said a thing. And then Dollar just ran with it. I helped along the way, but hey.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's method acting.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ryan.
Yes.
You... Let me see here. Oh yeah, I need to give y'all control of your characters back, because I didn't actually do that.
If you just want to just go ahead and move it, go ahead.
I'll just go ahead and do that. Doop. And Kamogu's
Boop,
going to
boop,
go with.
shitty, choo.
Kamogu's going to go with.
Oh, I don't have control of Shiori. You just in like while she's snuggling, she just like passes out from like chakra burnout.
Right.
I used a lot of expensive techniques all at once, so, and we were coming off the tail end of a pretty intense battle too, so I was already down to crazy.
Fumes.
I think I was down to 14 chakra, so I actually used more chakra than I had to do those, but for the sake of the scene.
Right. Okay.
Oh, the adrenaline chakra.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. So,
Probably not
Right.
gonna make it to 90.
1 minute before 90, bleh, dead.
Yeah.
So, Ryan, you make your way back to the
Tatakage's house.
Dr. Kage's house, and if you recall, your village, I probably went the wrong direction, the context, but your village did have multiple different gates that you can go in and out of.
Mm-hmm.
And while
Your
all
boss
this...
didn't say, that's right.
Kinda, yeah. While you guys were dealing with what you were going on at that end of the town, somebody else had made their way, clearly, through the other gate to come into town. And as Ryan makes his way with Kimogu to the Dr. Kage's office, you see that Dr. Kage is already speaking with someone.
Do I recognize this person?
No, you do not. Sammy, take it away. Ryan is seeing your temp character, as it were.
Okay. Alright.
From behind.
From behind? Basically what you can tell is, like, it's this tall being, with a cloak on. It goes down so you can't see much of, like, what gender it is. And around their head is, like, a scarf wrapped around, so you can't really see much details. It's just this tall being talking to the dog Kage.
Okay, I gotta say the first thing that popped in my head was Piccolo.
No.
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 I'm just saying that was the first thing that popped in my head.
No.
It was either that or, what, did you make Ryan 2.0?
No, I didn't.
Well, at least for appearances, it's kind of similar.
Yeah, for right now. But is he, like, gonna go right up to them?
Ryan, you see that the Kage is speaking with someone. Though he's not actually in his office, and you would technically hear their conversation, though at the moment you walk in, the Kage looks towards you, and he's... I'm sure, with whatever commotion I heard coming from the south gate of town, we have something going on, but right now, I need to finish my discussion here. Say what you wish to say, Ryan.
The being kind of, like, looks over their shoulder, and you can see there's actually glasses on their face, but they're, like, at one angle they look black and stuff, like sunglasses, and there's, like, little pieces on the side that goes and, like, touches the skin. But
So they're like goggle glasses?
no, I had an image and I showed Dart, and I don't know if I can find it again, but I'll link it in the
But
chat.
is it the one that kind of just, like, covers, like, where the peripheral vision would be, technically?
So yeah, they're, like, black, but as she, like, slightly turns, you can see, like, a flash of red go across the lenses. There's a picture.
Okay, well, Brian's going to say, I have a very important man to speak to you privately.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait, child.
Ryan's older than you.
She doesn't care.
Fair.
Ryan's eyebrow just kind of does the whole cock up kind of thing. Kind of like the silent, excuse me?
Alright, that's... Okami, was it? Yes?
Yes.
It's good of you to answer the summons that I sent for you. And we will discuss this matter more aptly in a moment. What is it that you need, Ryan?
Ryan is just going to,
I don't
what?
care if it needs to be private or not. You can speak it here.
Alright. Ryan is going to go to a very, paraphrased version of what happened, keeping out a lot of the, main details, because just after the whole, someone pretty much not being who they say they are, Ryan's just going to...
That makes sense.
Gonna give very, loose details that could be easily misinterpreted to the wrong people.
Right. Makes sense. Alright.
And Ryan is alluding to the fact that he's kind of specifically doing that to the Datakage, since the other person wouldn't actually know Ryan's mannerisms.
So yeah, Okami...
I'm not doing this specifically because it's you, it's just for the fact of that's the character.
I understand, Kelson.
Alright.
So Okami hears all of what went down, and that there has been essentially a kidnapping, as it were. And there are a lot of things going on right now in this village all at once, and I sent, for your purposes, Ryhn, and you can use your newfound power, if you wish, I'm sure you already are, to look over Miss Okami here. She does not, I'm fairly certain she does not match any kind of chakra that you would be aware of at this point in time.
You won't be able to read her chakra. It's the thing.
I know. What do you plan to do, Ryhn?
Ryan is gonna just flatly say, retrieve.
Gonna go back and try to... Alright. Make sure that your other teammates are safe. That makes total sense. And be safe yourself. I will allow you to take on this mission, but not alone. And unfortunately, with what's going on right now, your senseis are not going to be able to go with you either. They will have their own missions to take. I think, and he looks to Okami, I think I have found your first mission. You are here to help this village, and here to come into your own notoriety, as it were, separate from your own past. Yes.
Yes. She makes a slight head movement as she turns around. You can tell from the muffled voice that it's a female. From the scarf, still can't see any features of her face. She gives a slight head movement to slightly indicate that she's glancing Ryhn over.
Ryan's form is still pretty much covered as well. The only thing you could definitely tell for sure is the fact of, one, he's wearing a pair of goggles, two, he has himself cloaked through the sword, and four, the bag, which is currently closed.
I'm assuming you have another person for this team?
Ryan is just going to simply nod.
Then why aren't they here?
Just flatly say chakra burnout.
She looks to the Kage. Are you sure you want me to lead these kids?
Ryan's eyebrow is just gonna cock one more time at that.
He chuckles and he says, Mr. Kami, you are more seasoned than them, yes. And then he looks to Ryhn. Age doesn't matter at all, Ryhn. But as it is, you can help them. From what I know of your own prowess, you should be able to be of much use. Plus, I think you would benefit from learning what is going on with them, assuming Ryhn is willing to share more of the information once he realizes you're not a threat.
Ryan
how long until your friend is done recharging?
Ryan is gonna go shrug. Day, maybe two. enough to prepare provisions.
A day, and then meet me by the gate.
Ryan's just gonna kind of simply nod and still stand there.
So she just turns around and she like nods to the. I need control over my icon.
Oh, yeah.
She like slightly bows to the Kage and stuff, and she turns around. She'll like head straight back, and if there's like anyone in her way, she'll just like stop in front of them and just like stare. Like her glasses just like staring at them, and then give us like muffled move.
The stare down effect.
Yeah.
You should have control of your
So,
icon.
yay! Thank you. That is if Komogu is going to stay in her way or move out of sight, depending.
Komogu is going to like look as close as he can to look Okami in the eye, but she's all cloaked and covered, and he can't really see. And he just sort of gestures with his hand, very sort of gentlemanly, and just lets her pass past.
And she like goes about and stuff.
Everyone should have control of their icons, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So, from there, is there anything in particular that Ryan wants to do between now and the day that you leave?
There's going to be a little bit of shopping he wants to do, but he's going to, is going to actually make a request to Hokage. Yeah, it's part of another reason why he's kind of standing there.
Right.
But he's going to kind of wait for it. It's one of those, he's going to be kind of wanting to be alone for this request type of thing.
Right, well, Okami left and Komogu's not actually in the room, so...
Okay, well, I'm just going to go by, I was going by what was, since he's standing there. Okay.
So... And once everyone else has left, the Datakage seems to be ready to, get back to doing other things. And Ryan is still in the room, and he's... You need something else.
Yes. I was wondering if I could get permission to get access to a military license.
You will... Give me time, alright? It's probably going to be a needed provision for you three when you travel. But I have other things to deal with at the current moment.
He's just going to politely say it's the only way I have access to some of the provisions I think we'll need for the trip.
Right. Yeah, you're fine. And he goes, leaving from like more lobby, which is where this thing went down, rather than his actual office, because his office is completely cluttered, much like Ryan's, just not as bad.
Ryan's is completely organized.
Organized in the sense of there's books blocking the door.
Well,
Regardless.
why does he need a door? He has a window to exit out of, so he puts a bookcase in front of the door.
Regardless. So he makes his way to go back into his office. Are you going to start to make your way to leave? Are you going to follow? Are you going to stay?
Well, essentially, the Hokage said pretty much to give him time, so that seems to be kind of like one of those assured things from the way it was stated.
Yep.
So Ryan is just going to go back.
Just not at the exact... Yeah. You'll get it, just not at this exact moment in time.
Yeah.
Give me
Ryan.
a spot check.
Hey, let me go get my number. Let's see.
think it's like plus 11 for you or some crap.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. No, it's plus 64.
That's the other thing.
Boom, boom.
Alright. Do you still have your Sharingan active?
Yeah, it's getting close to the tail end of it, though.
Okay. So, with your spot check at 23 and still having Sharingan, you notice that the Kage goes into his office and he sort of, like, he makes his way into his office, and as he goes through the doorway, he, like, grabs the corner of the door frame, like the edge of the door frame, as he walks inside. And you see, both with chakra through Sharingan, and actually see that he just, like, chakra claws the edges of the door frame as he walks into his office.
Ryan's eyebrow is just gonna cock for a little bit, but kind of just remain silent as.
Door slam.
Yeah. And then Ryan is just gonna go back and prepare a list for the shopping he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, after making sure the list is, he's going to go and check on Shiori. Being nice enough to actually use the door this time.
I wager that Shiori is completely asleep.
Yeah, but Murasagi would probably hear the thump, thump, thump from the door.
Yeah. Shiori asleep? I think you're muted.
I'm not. I've just been quiet.
Yeah.
Can I, Yeah, I think Shiori would still be asleep, so do whatever. I'll still have a little bit of time before we leave, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have like 24 hours at this point.
Okay, yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna need to sleep, so.
Well, Brian's also going to relay that information to be relayed to you. So.
Right, yeah.
Murasaki does open the door, and she's, you give permission to head out?
Ryan nods. We have, at this point, less than 24 hours to prepare.
Less than 20... Why the time frame?
Because we have assistance. And she is wanting to lead.
Assistance and wanting to lead, Murasaki just... There's like a discernible ear twitch. Fine.
I was have to say, I know we can't follow my flawless plan every time.
Yeah, no. Are we
I
sure?
just imagine, whap!
Are we sure that this person is safe? It's who they say they are?
Was specifically called here by the Datakage, but I rather play on the safe side. That's why I've kept information you need to know.
Right. I suppose with enough rest, and with everything going on, Murasaki looks to Shiori, who's still sleeping, covered up with a tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I imagine just meow 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 meow
No.
meow meow.
I get that you're trying to ease tension a little there, but yeah, I don't think so.
I think you're so fucking cute.
I'm just absolutely adorable.
Anyway. No, I think that the real cute one here is the method acting from Ghost. Holy crap.
Oh my
Anyway.
god. My throat hurts.
Well, don't do
But
that.
you know what?
I get why you're doing it, okay? I'm just...
I don't have any other, like, I can't convey it. Like,
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So anyway,
Will the eye stop playing peekaboo all over town?
What? I'm just waiting.
So, as, oh god. As, yeah, as the day, like, comes around to where Shiori can get up, she's going to,
I just imagine just wakes up to see Ryan and Hirasagi in the middle of, talking.
yeah,
With tea.
yeah, that's probably what she's gonna wake up in the middle of those two, like, having a conversation. She's just gonna kind of sit up and stretch and go, what'd I miss?
A fair amount. We have less than... About how much time has lapsed since the meeting?
you probably got, I'd say like 4 hours before you could meet in front of the gate, so you should be good to do whatever Shiori wants to do.
Yeah, about 4 hours? If she was asleep? I don't think she crashed for, 18
Well, she
hours?
needed, in order
Yeah.
to like get all the chocolate
Yeah,
back,
no,
she needed at
that's-
least 8 hours of sleep.
8 hours, but also that she, like, overextended herself a lot, and then emotional stress, and just, yeah, I've slept for 18 hours before.
So it is possible.
Alright,
It's called a
then...
coma.
Yeah. Oh, hey, someone else that went into a... Nope, never mind.
No. It's not a club. Please. Don't do that.
Ryan's gonna turn. We have less than 4 hours to be ready and prepared the gate before we head off to rescue. And Ryan just gonna kind of hold up a thermos full of coffee, the special high caffeinated blend.
Shiori just kind of smiles and goes, if you were going to bring me a gift, it should have been a bigger thermos. Thank you, though.
Who knows? Maybe
And then
he
suddenly
has, like, 4 of
Ryan
them.
just like out from his cook, suddenly giant jug full of ready-made coffee. I'm joking on that last part, but it would be funny.
Yeah.
It's like just kind of holds out like quite a few packets, not packets, but large things of instant coffee ready to go.
She kind of, like, sticks her tongue out at it, like,
And it's the high caffeine blend, just to make sure she has her energy.
So instead of 2 hours, it only takes 1.5 hours to get.
Instead of half of a day, it takes a quarter of a day.
So what is Shiori wanting to do before she meets at the gate?
I was trying to look up I was trying to look up a particular item. Shiori wants to buy a sword.
By the way, it's going to be the south gate. I didn't specify.
Yeah, it would be. It would probably be the same gate that Okami came in, so...
Mm-hmm.
Dalrid,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could I leverage my battle wire training into using a Kusurigama? I mean, it's a chain weapon. So...
Well, I mean, you have, there's not a necessarily, the nin weapons feat that you have is not, the only weapon style feat that's specific to an individual weapon is exotic. When you get exotic weapon proficiency, it's for a specific weapon. The fact that you have
my battle wire.
The fact that you have nin weapons, you're going to be able to use any of the nin weapons pretty effectively.
Okay, I'll go with the I'm still kind of deciding because the Kasurigama seems like something that fits her like stand back and hit kind of thing, but I'm also looking for something where she's kind of wanting to get more into I'm just gonna punch a bitch. So yeah, I'm gonna keep looking because I'd kind of like dex based weapons, but they don't exist in this system, so I think I might go with that though. It's expensive, but
It's also large.
Hmm?
It's also considered a large weapon.
Yeah, because it's like 12 feet long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. What is the purchase DC? Yeah, you're good on that. So.
Okay. That's that. So,
And what was the score it needed to be?
for mine, it needed to be 21.
Okay,
Or
so
to
yeah,
beat it,
you definitely had to put some chunk into savings to buy such a thing. So you rolled, you got it, but your wealth score still goes down still. So
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to end up mostly broke at the end of this.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah. But now, my armor suit, I have no armor check penalty out of.
Yep.
Alright. Should I roll my wealth to...
Your wealth score is... You're not getting something... Yeah, your wealth score is not... You're not... What's the threshold?
It's 9. I'm not exceeding.
Right. What is your... What was the threshold you said, Kelson? Like 14, 15, something?
Anything past 15, you will automatically lose one.
Yeah.
When it comes to purchasing it, regardless.
So yeah, anytime you have to buy something that's higher than your wealth, you have to roll. And anytime you buy something that's higher than 15, your wealth score goes down.
Okay.
Regardless.
So since Kelson is getting something super expensive with a wealth DC of 21, and his wealth score is only
14 at the time.
14, he had to roll, and it dropped to 13.
Okay. Is there a chance I could get one with a little bit of flash to it, or is there just... do I just get a base one? Like,
Flash?
do we have... Yeah, like, something with, like, a bonus to it or something.
It depends on what the material it's made out of, because depending on the material, it'll actually change like how much the price is.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to, like, maybe boost my damage or my critical or something. But...
I went with Thormium because it drops my the armor check penalty by 2, plus it gives me a +2 equipment bonus to chakra control checks to tap into my reserves.
I don't need...
Which is the same thing. Thank God.
I've got so much chakra, I never hit my reserves, so...
I haven't yet, but you never know.
Well, I know, but I have the most chakra of the entire group, and probably the best chance at using any of it, so... Control and ninjutsu are both, like, almost max. Actually, they are max now.
Regardless.
Yeah, she's gonna go out, and she's probably gonna take Marasagi with her, and if Shima's up to it, take her with. But, she's probably gonna go and, go out to whatever the market and see if she can find something a little bit decent, so...
I would think Shima actually stays at Jura whenever you guys leave.
Okay. Marasagi's coming with us, right?
Oh yeah, Marasagi's coming. As much as she is terrified of the prospect, she's coming.
Shiori kind of needs her, so... And,
So I'm just going to start taking care of my rolls. I have the numbers that I need to aim for.
You're fine. Yeah, right ahead.
This doesn't say what, I'm sorry. This doesn't say what, critical damage it does.
If it doesn't, If it
And
doesn't have a
say
crit,
it's times 2.
yeah, it'd be 20 times 2 if it doesn't say.
Okay then. And then my total attack bonus is my melee because it's a melee weapon.
That's it. What was that first one for?
I'm getting a lot of the extract stuff. I have the list over here to the right.
So did you make all those?
The 14 I didn't, but that means I lose extra points for not making it to be able to still get it. The roll's what it is usually past that it depends on the cost for the thing, and usually if you miss it for anything like 15 and under, it's 1 point. Otherwise, it's more.
Right. So you know how to calculate all that properly?
Oh yeah, I'm totally doing that by myself.
Okay. As long as you're following the rules as the book says, you're good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because the most of my chucks is going to be the final things that I want to get.
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, okay. She's... I kind of want it to be this somewhat adorable moment where Marusagi asks Shiori to buy her something, but I don't know what she'd do.
No, do it.
I don't know what she'd want you to buy for it, though, is the thing.
Maybe a necklace that has like a cute little
Earmuffs.
bunny ear.
A sun hat.
Well, if you had a sun hat, then she'd have to poke holes in it for it to fit her ears.
So
That's okay.
That's easy.
no, she just holds it back. Have you ever seen Zootopia? Judy just has it leaned
Her
back.
ears back.
Yeah.
And this is show. Yes, Marasagi's just with Shiori and seeing her buy things, and it's just... She doesn't really say, she just has an expression on her face that's like, I kind of want you to buy something. I'm stuck here, so I might as well act like it.
Sure, what do you want?
Whatever happened to your hat?
I guess I haven't been wearing it lately. It's probably at the house.
Maybe something like that.
You can have mine if you want. It's kind of too big for me anyway.
Let's figure out something to do with my ears. She just kind of messes with her ears.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. Marasagi now has a hat. Sweet. And does everyone have everything that they wanted to pick up before leaving?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm right now putting in my sheet now so you can look at it before I pretty much start using them. What?
Because you bought all the things and dropped your West score down to what? 4? 3?
2.
Wow.
Oh yeah, but now I can actually gain wealth again.
Actually, hold on. Wait, I may have forgot something. I'm just sitting here looking at it and realize, Okami doesn't have a weapon.
You have Brawl that allows you to do lethal damage as a d6.
Okay, so she can punch with the 1d6.
Okay. Not that I see you guys having combat, because I have not prepared for combat, so...
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay.
That's the sound of I'm tired, let's just get going.
No. It's the sound of... I wasn't entirely sure what directions you guys were going to go, and then I had the headache with my new computer, and I didn't really plan specifics of anything other than what Shiori does after Sume leaves, the meetup with Okami, and then what's going to happen right now.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, I do have one question. Are these just temporary military license, or are these full we have military license?
The Kage's specs on the military license as it reads, because I'm sort of imagining it's like this little kind of document type thing that says you have the permission to use it. It says the current document that shows that you have military license is temporary. However, if you do succeed in your mission and succeed in saving Sume and putting a stop to whatever craziness this Mitsu is doing, doesn't mention anything about the Azagira themselves, just simply Mitsu. If you put her out, the Kage is going to be glad, because he doesn't have to worry about the craziness that she is causing, and as such, he will say that the military license is permanent. The current paper you have now is temporary, though.
Alright.
So it's essentially, it's temporary, but it depends on the results of your mission to save Sume.
Okay, I figured I'd at least ask.
Plus, it also mentions that if you do save Sume and make your way back, then it will last for... It's not going to... Just because this license goes out doesn't mean that you're going to lose the weapons you bought. It's just you have the license to buy the weapons.
It's basically permission to buy the weapons, but not like, or to buy the items, but not like if you lose that, you lose. It's not like a car.
Right. If you lose if the mission succeeds only in you saving Sume and you don't defeat Mitsu, then you don't have the military license anymore to buy anything after that. But the items you already have, you still do.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm just going to go ahead and compare all the numbers.
That's the best he could do to get what you needed and get you out there, because he's got a lot of other crap going on. Because, yay, NPCs are doing other things.
And it's a sign of a good DM, where he has the world still evolving, regardless of what the players do.
Yeah. Alright. So, you guys are then going to make your way to the gate to meet up with Okami. And this is the first incident where Shiori is going to meet Okami. And
again, basically the same outfit for the time being.
Okay.
As was said, I'm assuming that Shira actually does Shiori do anything concerning Shima and Shira?
It does. Wait.
Like,
say that again. You said like every name that there was.
Yeah, sorry. Shira is. You're not entirely sure where Shira is currently, but Shima is with you when you were cuddling with her in the room, and Sam made the comment of,
it's possible that Shima might stay behind.
Yeah,
so you don't have to drag her everywhere.
Yeah, Shiori would be really worried about like having to do that.
Plus,
so yeah, she would have told Shima to like stay at home.
Plus, Shiori doesn't necessarily have a strong connection to Shima, but just in how she's carrying herself, she's not integrated. She's not doing so great right now. It's not that she's tired, and then as you're sort of looking her over, Marasaki she looks, because Marasagi can understand her to some extent, because animal. Marasagi looks her over and she's confused. I think whatever Shira... Didn't Shira say before that her pet was all messed up and confused while she was captured?
I think so.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's... Well, I think so. It's probably in character.
Yeah.
So Marasagi's... It's probably best that she stays here. I wonder if Shira left herself or what.
I hope not. I wouldn't want to leave on this mission. I'm sorry, this is with Marasagi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, she's just gonna go. I really hope not. She doesn't have any reason to leave, that I know of. But then again, I'm not exactly talking with her right now. I really don't think that Shima should be out there with us when she just seems really out of it. So maybe she lost her connection or something, I'm not sure, but I think it'd be more dangerous to take her with us than it would be to...
Yeah. I think that might be part of it. I mean, her and Sume were pretty well connected, weren't they?
Yeah, it's a trait of the type of ninja she is. They're basically connected to each other by their minds, so one of them is taken away, then the other one kind of has trouble operating because they're used to having the other presence. Kind of throws you off balance.
And you're watching Shima, as you're speaking, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Shima actually will sit in, like, the corner of, like, one of the far off corners in Shiori's bedroom, and she'll just, like, lay down and curl up. And she appears to just go to sleep, but she was sleeping with you, so it's not necessarily... It seems a little strange to you, especially with your medical mind, that she's going to sleep.
Shiori's gonna get up and, like, I guess, I know diagnosis isn't particularly for this, but can I, like, do diagnosis to kind of see what's up with her, or...
Yeah.
I think that would be.
No, diagnosis is for specifically telling if a character is fatigued or, like, has some kind of
Yeah, it's
stat
for physical
effect on them.
conditions.
Yeah, it's for a physical stat effect mechanically, but, like, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the roll for that, or you...
Oh, no.
I didn't think you did.
Yeah, no, that's like a level 2 technique.
Yeah.
I think it's got like a DC of 11 or something.
Alright, so, yeah, you sort of look over her with your chakra, and since she may be an animal, but she does have chakra herself.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears that she doesn't seem tired, but her chakra signature is, and physically she's fine, she's breathing fine, heart rate, all that's fine.
Right,
but
I imagine Shiori's treated this condition before, so... Or at least
it's
seen
just,
it done.
Yeah. Just her chakra signature and her chakra in general is sort of like, it's very garbled. It's sort of like, it's the chakra that's flowing to her through Sume's just sort of gotten almost like hijacked. It's very garbled and messed up, and it's also very weak, very faint.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems to be making her very tired.
Yeah. Is there a way I can use, hold on. I'm pretty sure I have chakra pathways. Is there a way I can use that to kind of, like, ease some of that, like, distortion for her? I'm trying to find it here real quick. It's not a basic technique. Here it is, chakra pathways. Technique allows the user to heal 2d6 points of Tenketsu damage, or 1d2 points of temporary chakra coil damage, or 1 point of permanent chakra coil damage to the subject. So just kind of like try to sort out her chakra so it's a little less like messed up.
Little less disheveled.
Yeah.
Sure, you could roll like a chakra control kind of thing to see if you can
Okay.
help her out with that knowledge. So you sort of you see that as you're sort of pushing and shifting the chakra that's all sort of messed up. The heck?
I'm doing my test rolls.
Oh, a little late for that.
I know.
So yeah, you push and you're sort of just viewing her chakra, and you see that a lot of what's throwing her chakra off, and you're able to sort of it's this weird, you like grab at it and then push it away kind of thing, and once you push it away, it does disappear because it's very faint. But you actually do get a little small sense of Mitsu's dark chakra. It's what's throwing her chakra all out of whack.
Yeah.
And you're able to sort of just push that. It's very, very faint, and you just push it away, and her chakra sort of realigns itself a little bit, but it's still a very weak signature.
Okay.
And Marasaki speaks up after you've messed with her a little bit, and she looks like she's just asleep.
Alright. Yeah, she's just gonna, like, pat the top of her head and just go, "You get some rest. Find Shira when you get up, okay?" And stay
Alright.
safe.
So
And
I
both
would
of you
wager.
getting in trouble.
I would wager she'll stay here. I mean,
That's
She's-
up to you and Sammy.
well, I'm saying Marasaki's saying that.
Oh, yeah, she's just gonna, like, nod and go, "I hope so. She's a smart one."
So you ready to go then?
Yeah, Shiori's gonna nod and, like, hand her Sugegasa over to Marasagi and just, like, get her stuff together. She's gonna leave her cloak.
Okay.
Because, I mean, she doesn't really need it. She's not really up for being, like, withdrawn right now. She wants to, like, get out there and find Sume, so.
She also doesn't need to be cloaked because the rest of her party's cloaked enough for her.
Cloaked enough for everybody.
Well, that's the thing.
Cloak for
Kame's
days.
only cloaked for temporary because, they're in a desert. So.
And
Alright.
Shiri, like, grabs her headband off the top of the dresser and, like, looks at it, and then just kind of, like, tucks it under her belt, but doesn't actually put it on.
Okay. And Marasaki follows you as you go to meet up with Okami, who jumped off the board. Oh no! Oh, there she is.
No.
Okay.
Whoosh.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
And then you go back out to meet with Okami. And now we get to where you're meeting her for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically the same guard, scarf wrapped around the head. You see these glasses, stuff, and cloak. So
What does Okami think of the big bunny lady?
she doesn't say anything.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, Shiori's gonna like look at Ryan and then like glance at her and say, "Is who's this?"
And Ryan is pretty much going to say, "This is our help." After, giving the information earlier to her, just pretty much kind of saying, "This is the one the Hokage wants to go with us," kind of thing.
Okay. All right. She nods. Says, "I'm Shiori. This is Marasagi."
She nods.
Shiori was pretty much introduced to Ryan.
Mm-hmm. She's just gonna sit there and say, "Well, keep up." And she turns and heads south towards the port tomb.
I don't have a problem with that.
Alright. So, let's go to my haphazardly thrown together version of the other map. It's the same thing, but it's just one again. Once again, it's one of the images I had on the thing.
Yeah, it's just
I just have to readjust size. Is all.
so.
It's super small right now.
There's something
You can
Okame's
adjust it
gonna.
later down the line. Go on.
Okame's gonna do something once they get out of the desert, like just as they step out of the desert. So.
I don't think there's. I mean, you started traveling about mid-morning, and probably by the first bit of the, like, it's just starting to hit sunset as you make it to the edge of the desert. So.
Okay.
That is a
She's gonna like stop and stuff and look at the other two and be like, "Alright, before we go any further, you're gonna have to tell me more details of where we're going or what we need to do." Specifically, like looking at Ryan.
Ryan's just going to paraphrase that we are to retrieve Sume, it's Sume, right?
Yes.
I'm not blanking on the name. Okay, Sume. Yeah, from essentially what used to be the essentially bunny plane of existence. Yay! Woof, woof. Anyway,
Right. And where would that
And-
be?
I am blanking on the names right now, but Ryan.
Rusadana.
Thank you, Rusadana. And to pretty much kind of give a rough explanation of what we've encountered so far, and pretty much that anyone could be anyone at this point, so kind of be on your toes.
Alright. Now, if we get into a fight, are you guys gonna listen to me?
Ryan's gonna kind of turn to Sume and just kind of give a look,
Sume's not there.
or
Okami.
Fiore, sorry.
Shiori.
Oh, Fiore.
Shiori kind of like glances at him and then like does a double take and she's like, "What?"
Kind of one of those you explain. Kind of looks.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm not the one who has trouble listening.
So, are you willing to listen to me or not? If not, trouble can be fights can be a little bit more troublesome.
Ryan's going to go to a certain degree.
We've never really particularly been in a leader sort of situation. We've always kind of ran with the situation to make sure we had each other's back.
Alright. Alright then. And with that, she takes off the scarf to reveal like a really beautiful featured face with long black hair tied into a braid going down to the length of her back, and she takes off the cloak to get this like kind of not really entirely armored suit, but that's kind of what it is. She has like this silvery gold metal like on her forearms and shins and like around like a piece around her neck and kind
You
of
get an armored suit made of irium?
thorium.
Thorium is gold and purple, actually.
No, thorium in the description says silvery gold. She's a fancy, but she keeps her glasses on,
Silvery gold.
and she's roughly about 5'11" after she takes like the scarf off and stuff. But she's keeping the glasses on.
I think I'm probably getting it mixed up with thormium, which, I mean...
Thorium. Yeah.
Yeah, thorium and thormium are two different things. I'm thinking regular kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
D&D
fine.
kind of things. That's
Anyway.
why I'm getting the two mixed up at times.
No, just her outfit is actually like really kind of fancy looking, but it's practical armor. So
And Ryan is not gonna, come out of the cloak anytime soon unless combat happens.
and she just
But
takes
the
it
only
all
thing
off and
different
put
now,
it in a pack.
cloak.
So
Yeah, the only thing different is now his cloak actually has a hood too.
good
Alright.
for him to hide even more.
No, there's reasons for it. And
First
Dalred knows the reason. Dalred knows the reason. So
Yes. Alright, so,
Real quick, when she like, basically like takes off her cloak and stuff, Shiori's just gonna kind of like look her over a little bit and go, you mind if I give you a checkup? I'm kind of the team medic. I make sure everyone's in good condition.
I presume that means checking my chakra as well.
It does.
Alright, well, at this point, since like she like unsuppresses her chakra, and it's like, go ahead.
Alright.
pretty much at the same time, Ryan is going to kick Sharingan to kind of pretty much get a look over the chakra system
mhm.
that he can tell.
God, at least I asked first.
God, I feel violated for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, you can't really tell because
That's why I
looking at
said don't know why.
Shiori would sense the change in Ryan's chakra and look at him and go, that's kind of rude.
he's just being cautious.
Fair enough.
Alright,
Just,
so,
how are you holding up anyway?
let me,
Are you asking Ryan that?
Yeah.
I kind of want him to say, "I'm a ball of rage," in the most coldest tone period.
Real quick, I can't remember the state of my chakra was when it was suppressed.
hold on. Let me, Okami has 64.
Yeah.
Shiori's is 55. And Ryan's is 43. So, then look. So, look. 55, 43. Okay, so yeah, in looking with chakra signatures and sense chakra and seed chakra and all that active, it appears that Okami has the same strength chakra signature. It's rather strong, not crazy strong, but not weak or small, and it's on par with where Shiori's chakra is herself.
Okay.
And then, of course, Ryan, unfortunately, has a slightly lower chakra signature because he does not have as much chakra as Shiori does.
That's fine.
And you see why I have to supplement.
Well,
I was asking, do you know what state it was in when she was suppressed, so I can remember?
yeah. You had the capacity to suppress it. Additional category every. So yeah, you were sitting on. You're. When suppressed, your chakra is considered faint.
Nelson, super strong. Not really super strong, but strong.
And then normally you're strong. And if you look on the book or in the book, page 24.
Okay.
Okay. It shows chakra strength, and it's based on the actual number of how much chakra you have. And this is why Ryan with 43 is sitting in moderate, while the other two with 50s and 60s is sitting in strong. And then when you suppress, you can suppress up to one category per five ECL levels, actual levels, and well, actually it says hit dice, but regardless, it's per every 5 you can go down one category from where you actually are. So, suppressing chakra on Okami, she can go down 2, which drops it to faint.
Is there anything else you need to look at?
No, that's it.
Alright then.
Oh, and Ryan with C chakra, you see that her chakra is flowing the way that it should. It's not any kind of weird transformation or anything like that. And Shiori, you see that her chakra is not a chakra signature that you have seen before. So, it at the very least is not Mitsu's.
What about sense chakra? Just out of curiosity, that would give me any different information?
It'd give you the same thing that because Shiori can sense, you can see and sense. So, you get the same info that she does. The chakra signature that Okami has is not one that you've seen before because you haven't really met her. But with seed chakra, you see that it's not doing anything strange, as if this is a transformation or anything like that. So,
Alright, just making sure because we've seen purple shenanery before, so.
Yes, you have. But it's none of that. You don't see any of the purple evil chakra, and nor do you see any of the orange neutral crazy chakra either. So, her chakra.
I also would like to note out, she's not wearing a headband.
Well, neither is Ryan.
You always have a headband around your neck.
Not anymore. It's something between me and Delred. There are reasons.
Yep. So, at this point, none of you are wearing a headband.
She actually kind of does, but it's not a headband. There's on her upper arm, there are like these bands around them. And on each one, there's like a symbol on it.
So you have it tattooed on you.
Well,
it's a band, metal band, not a
okay.
tattoo.
Hey Ryan, want to roll history, see if you know the band?
Sure. Let me go get the number.
Or the symbol, rather. because now it's huger because plus 1 or 2 at least to your intelligence score thing.
3,
Yeah,
because I was
whatever.
sitting at 15. Or not 50, but 19. No complaining about number. That's all I'm asking.
We already know yours is huge. Yeah. Okay.
1 off from a crit. Holy shit.
All right. So you have some info about the Okami's family that you know, because that's what the symbol is for. You're now
It's actually like a clan that's in their
Yeah.
own little place.
It's sort of not only are you looking at it from the symbol that you kind of recognize from your books, but you're also sort of putting 2 and 2 together from the conversation she had with the Datakage, and with her actual appearance. Okami's from a very almost nobility sort of family. It's a family that tries to stay sort of out of the limelight of all the ninja villages, but at the same time, it does tend to have a clan of really strong, powerful ninjas. So, basically from her band, you get a sense of she's from a well-off family, and she's a decently powerful ninja.
Ryan's eyebrows just kind of caught a little bit at this, with a whole look of interesting.
Of course.
Okami's just gonna sit there. What?
And then Ryan just goes into this long spiel of what he...
Of course he does.
I was just saving the whole me not having to sit there and do that and, waste time.
Seriously?
What?
No, I'm asking, does he seriously go into it?
Pretty much he kind of explains to a certain degree what he knows. He's not saying everything.
She's gonna look at Shiori and be like, is he always like this?
You have no idea.
I don't like you. You annoy me.
Actually, Marasagi, at that whole exchange, Marasagi actually giggles. She finds it funny.
Shall we continue?
Ryan goes, after you.
Thank you. And I guess they continue on their trip.
Okay.
Nothing new to report.
Any conversations or anything?
Well, it depends if she wants to strike up conversations with the one that apparently annoys her.
I'm just asking if there's like conversations you or Shiori does, not if Okami wants to.
So, it's close to nightfall. How does the Night Watches work with new character?
I guess she's gonna fill in wherever Sume would have filled in. She would probably look at him and be like, how do you guys do night watches?
Normally,
Like-
Ryan will go first. I take the mid with Marasagi, and Sume and Shima would take last.
And I guess I'll take that spot.
Are you gonna have us roll?
Shiori kind of looks
Mhm.
uncomfortable with the way she said that, so.
With what Okami said or Shiori
Yeah.
said?
No, with what Okami said.
Alright. Okay. Rolling?
Alright, are you having us roll?
Yep.
Spot?
Yep.
Did I put anything into my spot? Nope.
Same title. I like that.
Alarming. Good thing Marasagi can see. Maybe.
Yeah, I have to roll her spot. Well, she better make better than y'all's scores. You almost made her bonus with just your rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
You were saying?
I know, right?
She made our score.
Wow. She beat
My
my
comment is,
score with a nat 1. Holy shit.
The only thing I could say is, do you want to jab your foot into your mouth any further?
You want to throw an action point on that shit?
That doesn't say from a nat 1 as far as I know of.
You can... I have in the past.
I thought that one didn't matter unless you were in combat or something.
No, that's Pathfinder.
Regardless.
And it's the,
I'm not going to throw an action point on it.
because Dalray totally doesn't have an encounter set up, so we're safe.
Well, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Said no fighting.
I said there's no fighting. I didn't say that there wasn't going to be something for you guys to see. That you totally didn't see. But anyway.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, you don't see nothing in the night.
Okay.
And then
I guess we continue on in the morning.
Yep.
Unless something happens.
continuing on, making your way towards the dock town that was normally down here. I think like right there, but I don't have it there yet. Because the only thing I have on the map is y'all's town. And
I believe it was, if I can get the ping to work, here.
somewhere along there, yeah.
Somewhere.
I think I actually put it just above that little island thing. No, actually, I probably put it on it. You're right. That would make most sense. So, yeah. She...
On her way
Nothing's-
to Lobster.
Yeah, Lobster.
Rock Lobster?
You continue making your way down, and not really anything seems to be going on, as far as you can tell. It's pretty quiet, and there wasn't really anything crazy going on this continent that you knew of. Yeah. Anybody have anything they want to say as they continue on?
Any conversations or anything?
No, Shiori's just kind of quiet while she's, while they're on watch, she's, getting familiar with the weight of, either end of the Kasurigama that she has, and, making sure that she understands, how far it can actually reach and everything, so.
So, yeah. Okami, with your own sort of training and knowledge, you're pretty easily able to gather that this what was it called?
Kasurigama.
Yeah. This little Shiori person has only recently got this weapon and is getting used to it.
Huh. Try not to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I am. I think I'll be fine.
Ryan is just going to pretty much say if she needed any pointers that he'd be willing to help.
Marasagi pipes up. I think she's got it. She's pretty smart and talented, I think.
Does Shiori hear that?
Hmm?
And she just goes, "Thanks. That's. I doesn't feel right not having Sume here."
I know. I don't know. And then Marzardi looks to Okami and says, "So, do you mind if I ask how you fight? What sort of tactics do you use?"
Well, I analyze for one, and also I'm a. I guess you can say I'm a mix of Thai and Min.
Okay. So you tend to go up close and personal with the enemy then.
But sometimes I like to stay back with using Min.
That's usually where I'm at. I have hands of lightning, but a lot of my stuff has a pretty good range on it.
Like, what's your best move?
She starts to say something and then she just goes, I know lightning bolt. I can do Chidori. Most of my stuff is either lightning or medical. So.
Alright
Starting
then.
to branch into some of the more utility side of it. My dad was always a fan of that, but.
What about you? She looks at Ryan.
He's just gonna straightly say, brains, brawn, and burning.
That's not helpful.
That's kind of what he's got. He's an obnoxious know-it-all who knows a lot of fire techniques, and he can actually put some weight in when he needs to, so.
Hence the sword.
Alright then.
You want to know more, you've got to wait until we fight.
Huh. I see.
Alright. Well.
And Ryan's whole reason for that is he doesn't know who might be listening at this point.
Right,
He's
fair.
gotten kind of on the paranoid side.
Yeah, that's totally fair with what I've been throwing y'all's way constantly. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, his information is going to be very limited for a while.
Alright.
And the fact is Ryan does not know her, so...
Yeah. Alright. So, you guys, do, make your way to, and actually make it to Leibster. Really no problems, as far as you can tell, as you make your way there. And you get there sort of late evening, probably rest at the inn there before you go to find the boat the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it may be a little short, but it was a little bit haphazard because I wasn't.
I was gonna say, like, at the end and stuff, when they actually, like, get inside, she's actually gonna remove her glasses.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Um.
Does anyone care?
Depending, is there anything unique with the eyes?
Maybe.
Well, Ryan would probably be observing. So
Shiori would too. She didn't actually ask her to take off her glasses in the checkup. So
because Ryan's probably is playing close to the whole possible tit for tat kind of deal type of thing, make a request, get a request kind of thing, and not being in anyone's favor because of everything going on is probably the best in his book. So Ryan will observe, back to Shiori asked pretty much to do a checkup, so Ryan used that time to essentially observe her kind of chakra.
Right.
In
Fair.
the meantime.
So yeah, what sort of eyes does she have then?
She has kind of normal looking eyes, except for the fact is that the irises, the colored part, is just blood red.
I was close then. It is something with those damn eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And actually, I'm going to send a file through the chat. Essentially, just for the sake of everyone, Ryan has kind of changed his look, though. It's hard to tell, but he's going to be in combat wearing a different thing, since he still has his goggles. He's just, not utilizing it over his eyes. I can get my computer to agree with me.
Yeah. Alright. So does he do anything?
Ryan's quiet.
No questions for
But what
eyes
can
or anything?
Can Ryan do a knowledge check to see what he knows about said eyes?
Yep.
Let me get back to the room.
Well, if that's the case, does Shiori have anything?
40.
Any questions?
Alright. Yeah.
I had some dialogue about this.
what's that?
You're being asked a question.
I'm sorry. What? What is it?
What's
Echo's
wrong?
Being fussy. Echo's being fussy.
No,
I was looking at him.
No, I was saying it's like Ryan wrote a history, I guess.
Yep.
And I was just saying, Okami had some dialogue if anyone actually, verbally asked a question.
Well, once I actually know from my 40, Ryan will probably...
Why do you need to ask if you know? You're 40.
Well, no, that's the thing. Ryan's going to make a comment, going to go interesting, and say whatever eyes it is. But I personally do not know what it is until Dobrit tells me.
Yeah. Would I be able to know? Could I roll medical? What is it? Treat injury, I guess. Just to see if she knows. If she doesn't, she's gonna ask. But okay.
It's true red eyes that are the sign of the nobility.
Yep.
So do I need to roll for it?
You can roll medical if you want to.
There you go. 26.
Yeah, you get that it's a sign of sort of noble blood, but you don't necessarily know that the Mibu clan name or anything like that, like Ryan does, just from what you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that's supposed to be Noble Castle of Naboo?
Cast. No,
Nope,
cast. Like a social cast.
Okay, then Ryan is pretty much going to say, I see, part of the Noble Cast of, is it Nimbu or Naboo?
Mibu.
It's
Nibu.
Mibu.
Of Nibu. And Ryan's going to say that openly.
She's just gonna look at him and glare.
Again.
Careful how you swing that word. If you speak even more openly about that clan, I will probably be forced to take you back to meet my family.
And Marasaki just is silent for a second, and she says, like Shiori said, no doll.
Yes, I'm sure we can find some uses for his smarts.
No, just power,
Everything.
as they say.
Just your smarts. Your body is probably not needed.
Only a few people would say that. Not everyone.
That's where we'll end it.
Oh,
So yeah.
okay.
So,
Alright,
okay,
just,
I am completely blanking on this. Since you had us early game, for those listening, had us do our kind of like beliefs and goals and stuff like that. I forgot, how does that apply to us?
We get action points for tracking them, but we haven't been tracking them in quite a while.
So that's
I have.
that's
I have
Yeah.
as well, but I mean, like, no, like I haven't had one to complete in a while, but I have time. Like, I have a
Your characters have followed through with it, and it would technically, what I put for you was to give you action points, but this game gives you so many action points that I'm probably going to have to come up with something to get from them instead.
Okay.
give
But,
us wealth
just-
bonuses. There you go.
Yeah, no.
What?
Look, we can already, like, just kind of trip over anything we need in the market. It's not, like, even Shiori, who doesn't really do much, has a ton of money. So.
Well, you two are the richer ones. I've had shit luck when it comes to our wealth rolls.
Okay, but just because you're bad at managing your money doesn't mean you don't have a lot to work with.
Regardless, I'll have to figure out what we'll actually do with the
With the,
My thing's actually, I know Sume's beliefs actually changed the last couple of sessions, so.
Yeah.
right.
Shiori's changed last
actually-
session.
Actually, with what's going to happen with storyline and things like that, it's probably highly likely with once Sume has been rescued that you guys are going to get sort of your experiences and your levels and things are going to get a little bit misaligned and not be all exactly the same like you have been. So, in that sense, I'll probably turn the goals thing into an experience thing.
Okay.
shit, then I'd be getting a lot of points.
Well, the thing is, let me look.
I'm trying to remember what Ryan's are, because I can literally
No, no.
list them off right now.
That's the thing. You would get experience for their beliefs, goals, and habits.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that it would be is, if your whatever your goal.
I was gonna say real quick, dear, you're gonna have to bring me the recording files and stuff. I've been meaning to ask you to. I just remembered to ask you today.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what it is belief, goal, and habit. Goal has to be, it's something that you put in the future, but not so far into the future that it's never going to happen. Goal.
I kind of did that with my last goal, but it's I'm changing it now. Like, it was befriend a chakra wraith, which was kind of a joke and kind of like it's totally within Shiori's nature.
So yeah.
And Ryan has been constantly hitting his goals, learn all he can. How many times have I rolled a knowledge check?
No. Wrong. Goals work as thus. Your goal is something that you can achieve. You would only get experience from it when you achieve it. Learn all you can is not a goal that you can achieve. Because you're never going to get to that point of everything until you actually know everything.
Well, that's why I worded it the way I did. to learn all that he can. I mean, everyone has a limitation,
But
especially on learning.
But here's
I'm
the
not
thing,
playing the straw
mechanically,
man game.
where do you find that upper limit, though? Like,
I'm
there's no way to really justify that you've learned everything you can and that you never can learn anything again. So there's no way to meet that goal.
Precisely.
Well, of course, mind you, at the time we were just starting this, and a lot of things have changed lore-wise for us. So I will probably change it.
It's gonna take some retweaks because we're gonna actually.
Yeah, my goal for Sume and stuff is going to change shortly as well.
So it'll probably change so that we can get the idea. But here's how the concept would work. If you achieve your goal, then you'll get a bonus experience from achieving it, and your goal would change because you achieved what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Your habit is
Or instinct.
With habit or instinct, it's specifically if your habit or instinct, if you follow through with your habit or instinct and it gets you into trouble. That is how that works. So what Ryhn has...
Yeah.
Avoid fights when he can, but if not, be the one that ends it as soon as possible. So
he has been doing that.
I'm trying to explain to you that these are not things that you can get every single session.
I know.
So, for Ryan's habit, it would be avoid fights when they can, but if not, be the one to end it as soon as possible. So, if you, for example, get into a confrontation and you destroy the person before you get any information out of them, that follows through with your habit because that would not work out. If you avoid a fight and it potentially becomes worse down the road because you avoided it, that also would trigger. That would be how that would work. Belief, knowledge is power. The way the beliefs work is if you do something that follows through with your belief, you would get experience from it, which that would be if Ryan goes out of his way to learn something when he didn't necessarily have to, which he's done that a couple times, fair. But it is what it is. And specifically, Sume could, with her belief in what she had before, or what she has now, she could very easily get something off of that belief. So,
Here's my question then, because I had thought that I was doing this right, but now, like, hearing you explain it that, like, your interpretation of it, I'm not sure, so.
let's see.
So, currently Shiori's belief is that there has to be a reason to spare Mitsu, because her instinct is to not kill people if possible. So, she believes that there has to be a way that she can, like, not give up her, like, you know, her drive to be a pacifist. To my knowledge, outside of animals, technically, she's never directly killed anyone.
That's nice. I like that belief, actually.
Yeah. So.
Because that means that you're going to try to go out of your way to learn what you can about Mitsu.
Yes, I would. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, I don't care if, like, we find some hole to dump her in, as long as she's not going to die in that hole, or we don't have to kill her directly. If she never gets out of the hole, I don't care.
Nice. Okay.
And the thing is, Sume knows things about Mitsu now.
I'm not gonna, like, throw her down a 30-foot well or anything like that, but I mean, if she's in jail forever, Shiori wouldn't even think twice about it.
Of course, I wouldn't stop Ryan.
I know that, but, like, her drive would also be to get in the way of Ryan trying to kill people when he didn't need to. She's still a medic. She still tries to follow the tenets, even though she breaks the first one every single time she goes outside with you people.
Which the thing about that is Ryan's habit that he currently has of avoid a fight if possible. It would lend itself to not wanting to go out of his way to hurt Sume unless she goes on the not Sume, Mitsu, unless she goes on the attack when they get there.
Yeah.
So
but sometimes habits have been ignored.
This is true, but basically it seems that...
Damn it. Headphones came out. Hold on.
Fine. Basically it seems like you guys might be going into this confrontation with Mitsu as more of an espionage type thing instead of an all-out, I'm going to go in there and destroy everything.
Shiori currently, like, after she has a few days to think about it, she'll probably calm down and try and go for the espionage route. But currently, like, if we showed up there tomorrow, she would rip the door off its hinges and start, tipping people over until she found Mitsu, so...
Well, it's going
Which will be a couple of days, so...
Yeah.
You're going to be on a boat for, like, 6 days.
A week,
so.
Yeah. So...
Now, I wonder if you guys are going to try to do any sort of training while you're on the boat. That is actually an option.
I had, but I was going to ask about that. Like, can we get another, like, couple days of training? Like, if I have to take a penalty for my burn or whatever, I will. But if you'll let me be healed up enough, I want to take some training time.
Oh, you? So. What burn are you talking about?
No, like from her burning out.
Oh, no.
Like the day before.
It's fine. We'll figure up that and we'll go from there.
I'll just give you the list and the numbers for it.
I love my belief, instincts, and goals.
For who? Mitsu?
Sume.
Oh, Sume.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I didn't give any to Okami since she's just a temporary character.
You could theoretically if you wanted to.
I don't know how long she's going to be around for me to use, so...
Yeah, I have to say I do like your belief, instincts, and goals as well.
That leads to my another question. When would be a good time to do more solo sessions with Sume? Because I don't think you'll actually need a proper made map for Sume, I don't believe. It's just like one-on-one, so...
No, but I'm going to have time to mess with it. See, I'm one of those weird people where my high energy time is towards the later part of the day.
Hi! Join the club!
Likewise.
And since...
That's because you sleep all morning.
Regardless, I am a night owl, much like the rest of you.
Yes.
And as such, my plan was to, since I brought up Roll20 and everything's there, I'm going to try to do some work to reset the maps tonight and a little bit tomorrow before I go into work, unless I get way late into playing Hearthstone in earlier part of my day. And then probably we're looking at probably Monday.
Because she's at the point, I don't think that in the next session you didn't have any, like, fighting for her, did you?
It'll be fine. We'll be good. I got things planned for what's going on with Sume, so I can actually plan that a little bit easier than I can playing this stuff because I have only one character I have to worry about. So, alright. But I think we're going to end it here, and we can close out the session. Whoever's blowing into the mic.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm stopping the recording.
Well, let's have somebody close it out first for you.
Oh, right.
Did you already close out of it?
No.
Okay.
No, he said
let's have,
and I didn't click on anything because...
Yeah, so let's do Alright, let's have our close out the Kelson and Sam, with Sam being last.
This has been Naruto, A New World.
Join
Thanks
us
for
next
joining
week.
it. Oh, join
Join
us
us
next week.
as well.
Gosh. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you're fine.
terrible at this. Hi.
Join us next week when
Well,
we.
bye now.
What's our next time on Dragon Ball Z thing?
Next time on Naruto.
Next on
New World.
Naruto.
No, but I mean, like, what happens next time?
That's for Sume to decide. That's why she gets it. Or,
Yeah.
Okami, I guess.
What happens next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're asking.
Oh,
This-
where we go and sit on a boat.
Good.
That's what we're
I'm on
doing
a
next
boat
time. We're gonna
and-
be on a boat,
Yep.
We're on a boat.
heading
and
back to a land
going
where we just came from. So,
Well,
yay
you did.
a month.
for backtracking.
It's
Yeah.
only 2
And
continents.
you guys,
There's gonna be a lot of backtracking. The entire time we
Yay
were on
for-
that continent was backtracking.
For all we know, there could be 5 continents out there. We won't know.
Great.
And-
It's 2 worlds fucking quest lines. Go to this place, then go back to this place. Then go back to that place, then go back to this place.
and it's great that y'all failed your spot checks earlier. Huzzah!
Wow. Okay.
Alright. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed.